Did you catch the fights over the weekend?
I did, yeah.
You didn't see that shit coming, did you?
Oh my word, that was pretty impressive.
Did you ever see a finish like Yair Rodriguez did to the Korean Zombie? I like, by the way, how it says during the thing, it doesn't even say his real name, it just says Korean Zombie during the
exactly.
fucking, you know what I mean? When it has their names up there.
Yeah, Zombie.
It's Zombie.
Yeah.
What, did you ever see a finish, an elbow? Did you ever see an elbow like that?
Nothing in such a spectacular, area. You know what I mean? Like, it was huge, a huge fight like that, and then you're like, wow.
That elbow, that's not for everybody.
Nope.
How do you know? Is that a have you seen that before in Muay Thai like that?
No, not really.
Right?
Yeah, no, not from that position.
Jamie, you've been around, Jamie.
I have been around.
Thailand?
Yeah.
Okay. I do.
A few times, yeah.
Let me tell you, I don't know what to say. And then the way it ended, you could not have. If that was a movie, they wouldn't have believed it.
Yeah, exactly.
The way he the face planted at the bell, like it was.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was like he landed that elbow, which you couldn't believe anyway. And then as he's in midair falling, the siren goes and the round's over. Unbelievable.
Did I mention that we're gonna have Macy Barber calling in?
Oh, that's cool.
She's the young lady that fought the other night.
She had a great fight.
She's a little murderer.
Mate.
I'll tell you.
She's very aggressive.
She is made for this. And what I see with her from walking out to the fight itself is that for a 20-year-old competitor new to the world stage, you'd never know it. I mean, she has her nerves seem to be really good. Like you know what I mean?
She
does not seem out of her element.
Yeah.
She seems in her element.
100. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, she gave you that impression, like as you said, she just possesses that confidence, and it obviously showed up in the octagon from that performance.
Now, she's 20 years old, and she started training. How old was she when she started training? I was trying to look at my notes.
I think she was like 3 or 4. She started doing
like a
karate.
Little baby, yeah.
And now she's a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Henner and Hiron Gracie.
Yeah.
You know, after this fight, and we're going to talk about all the fights, but after this fight, she did call out. She called out Diaz.
Mackenzie Dern. Yeah.
Mackenzie Dern. What the fuck am I talking about? Diaz.
No, because that's her dad's name.
Diaz. That is her dad's name.
Hey.
Thank goodness. I was thinking of Megaton Diaz. He saves me sometimes.
He does.
Because sometimes that could be like a lost little person. Huh? Not a lost little bird. Jimmy's my bird.
Jimmy's a bird.
Yeah, little lost little bird. Always says he's going to train, but I got to get up early, he says. He's got to man up.
Just got to do something.
He does something in the afternoon. He does some push-ups. All right, let's get back to the fucking
push-ups.
He tries to do that. But Mackenzie Dern, man, there's levels to this shit. Now, I want to ask her. I want to ask Macy, is she ready for the ground game of Dern? I mean, the Dern.
That's a big test.
She's hot. She's world class on the floor.
Yeah, it's a big
and
test.
She throws some shit standing up. She's not. Who did she just lay out?
I'm looking it up.
I know, because I don't want to say the wrong name and disrespect somebody, because there was so many girls that just fought recently, and they're all. I was just thinking of the girl fights.
Oh, it was Amanda Cooper.
It was Amanda Cooper,
right, but it was a submission finish. But she did catch her.
She caught her with a right hand, and Cooper just had a really good fight with
Ashley Yoder.
Yeah. Let's get into the fights, because otherwise we're going to bring up a fight and go all over.
Well, wait, I was just going to say though about the Mackenzie Dern. I mean,
talk to me.
It's not locked in, obviously, but if Macy's trying to call out Mackenzie Dern, who has the bigger advantage? Does Macy have a bigger striking advantage over Mackenzie, or does Mackenzie have a bigger jiu-jitsu advantage over Macy? You know, like whose skill translates better against the other one? That's really the interesting thing.
Yeah, but Mackenzie Dern doesn't fight like a scared,
no
jiu-jitsu person.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? A person,
a
grappler that's scared to get hit.
Yeah.
She actually throws and commits. That's why she hurt Cooper,
Yeah.
who was the superior. You could make the same. She had a good fight with Yoda. I just like saying Yoda. It's Yoda.
Yeah.
It is Yoda. I'm not touching that joke with a fucking geeky 10-foot pole. But I was happy for Yoda, by the way. Didn't she have some tough calls?
Yeah, for sure. And that was her first UFC win.
It was, but she had some fights that were very close.
Yeah, unanimous decision losses to Justine Kish, Angela Hill, and then she had a split decision loss to Mackenzie Dern, which I thought Mackenzie won that fight, but it was very, very close, obviously.
Yeah.
So she needed this win.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
good,
did she
yeah.
need this win?
Yeah, but she's always game.
She's always game. And so, but Cooper was game too.
Yeah.
That wasn't a bad fight.
No, this is a great night of fights, actually.
There's one thing I noticed throughout the night, and it happened also with. Show me this card for a second. Where is the undercard? I'll find when I see the name. I'll know it. You know what I'm talking. Oh, there you go. How did you know I was thinking of this, Joseph Morales? How did you know I was thinking of this, motherfucker?
You know what?
That is so weird.
I know
But
you,
this
man.
is what I was gonna say because I believe it happened with Yoda also. Is going to your back with a guillotine, okay, with a guillotine choke.
Right.
It could cost you a round. It could cost you the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that seems that was the case here with Joseph Morales, and I liked that Eric Shelton, who they're saying that because he's working with the American Top Team now, correct?
Yep.
That he's been adding in like these takedowns. That's not really his bread and butter. You know what I mean? From what I got from it. What did you? Give me Eric Shelton's record in the UFC if you could.
Yeah, he's 2-3 in the UFC, so that was his second win.
Second,
But he's 2-3. He's won two of his last. He's won 2 of his last 3 fights. So
Okay, how did he win and how did he lose? If you don't mind.
he has a split decision loss to Alexandre Pantoja. He has a split decision loss to Jared Brooks. He has a decision win over Janelle Lawaza. A decision loss to Alex Perez, and then he just has the split decision over Joseph.
All right,
Morales.
that was a split. I was surprised it was a split. And the
me
split,
too.
one guy gave I think all 3 rounds to Joseph Morales.
Yeah.
If I'm correct with that.
Yes,
So I
Curtis-
remember being like, "What the fuck?
Curtis Thrasher, I'm looking at, had a 30-27 Morales over Shelton.
Really, Curtis? Really? Did you see that fight I'm talking about?
I didn't see
Well,
it.
this might have been on the Fight Pass prelims. It was on the Fight
Yeah,
Pass
this was an
prelims.
early one. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't see that. But the one thing I did notice, and Joseph's a young fighter, he'll pick up from this. And this is one thing that one of my guys picked up from, and it cost him in his Caraway fight was Aljo Sterling, because Aljo's got a nasty guillotine, man.
Yeah.
He wraps up a neck.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
usually a wrap. You know what I mean? But you have to know, like, there's certain guys, and Master Henzo comes to mind. Ricardo Almeida comes to mind.
Yeah.
When they get a bite of that neck, it could be over. It's game over. And there's some guys that know, and how you know that is if you're getting it locked up in training over and over and getting the submission. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
That's where this gets all worked out.
Right.
It's not saying, all right, I have a good bite on the neck. Let me take a chance and see if I can submit him.
Right.
Man, you're on the world stage. Guys are going to, their head, unless they're in the quick tap club, that thing could be about to pop off. If that thing's not set in, then you're going to lose position. Now you got a guy on top of you, and it's not just like in class where it's, all right, I'm going to work my guard. Now a guy's elbowing you in the fucking face.
Yeah.
So, and again, in the UFC, in the setting in the MMA and in the UFC with these rounds, now you're on the back, and now you got 3 minutes left, whatever it is. Now you just got to fight to get up. Now
And it's
you know what I
hard
mean?
and it's hard to win from the bottom now. You know,
it sure
because
will.
if like you get that position, like you just
Kind of like
said,
the Cowboy Cerrone. No, we'll
Well,
get to that
Christ,
later.
yeah.
But no, man.
With exceptions, of course.
No. It truly is, because guys got their antennas up for what's going on down there.
Right.
But I saw with Joseph, there was some times when Eric was going to take him down when he had a nice bite on that neck. And listen, if he would have secured one of these things, what's up?
We got Macy Barber a little earlier.
Oh, is she on the phone now?
Oh wow,
All right.
that's awesome.
Macy, you there?
Yeah, I am.
What's up, Macy
hear
Barber? You're with Matt Serra and Jamie English. How are you?
Hey Macy.
I'm doing great. How are you?
I can't complain. Macy, first of all, congratulations on your fight. That was awesome.
Thank you so much. It felt awesome.
Now, the one thing I was just saying before you called in here to my buddy Jamie is how comfortable you looked, not only in the octagon, but on your way to the octagon. Have your nerves always been so good?
Yeah, they actually have, which is kind of a little weird to me. Sometimes, I'll be sitting there the week of the fight and I'll be like, why am I not nervous? Why am I not, sometimes it'll feel like I'm not even fighting until, like the day of, or the day of, and I'm like, why do I feel like this isn't happening? But it's just like, I let the nerves come the weeks before fight week. Like, but then again, like when they come, I just know that I need to train a little bit harder, you know, because you shouldn't have nerves and you shouldn't be nervous if you're giving everything you have, you know.
That's first of all, it's an excellent outlook. I mean, I've been in the locker room with many warriors that would that don't share the same philosophy, or else they're just not as cool as a cucumber as you were. I mean, I've been there with guys that you would never know it. Even George St. Pierre.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that stuck with me, Macy, when I was on the Ultimate Fighter. They would bring back before you were born. No, I'm only kidding. But it was really ages ago. Tough 4. And I remember George St. Pierre was talking to Randy Couture, and we were all sitting around talking after practice, and he was asking Randy about the nerves, you know? And Randy was giving an answer pretty much the way you're giving an answer. Like, no, I'm pretty good, no, you know?
Yeah.
And George, who's a very honest guy, was going, in the locker room, I'm always like, why can't I have a regular job? Why do I do this? And then he walks out of the tunnel. Once he gets out there, he says it leaves him.